gotten so far during trends in the papers. But as it is Thursday, you know that you enjoy the luxury of picking any story that you like, whether it be stories from today, yesterday, whatever story you probably have something to say about. Maybe there's a new development and you would like to draw our attention to that particular development. You have the opportunity to do so. You can reach us via the phone lines 0913 6000 410. That's 0913 6000 410. You can send us a WhatsApp message or a text message to 0913 6000 430. We're also streaming live on Facebook and YouTube, so you can send your messages to our Facebook platform at Mainland 98.3 FM. But before then, let's hear from Fuad for this morning. We have reviewed quite a number of stories, from Ondo politics to the state of our electricity to what's going on in our National Assembly, amongst other things. Fuad, good morning once again, and what is your focus for the day? Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
All right, yeah. So the first one would be the new FCC chairman. We wish him well. We congratulate him, despite the concerns raised as to what the law says about who is qualified to become the chairman of the EFCC. He's spoken well. I think he has an idea of what he wants to achieve. But we will expect that this is the time for him to show some strength. There is a lot of file waiting for him to handle, to take up immediately. Too many pending cases. What we'll try to do, going forward, is to dig up some pending cases before the EFCC, especially the high-profile cases before the EFCC. So that when we dig up those things, it will be like an agenda-setting scenario for him. And we'll see whether he's going to be able to pick up those files and follow through with those cases. And I'm sure more will still come up. So we're waiting to see him step on the big tools while he comes up with the needed reforms to position the EFCC to prevent the kind of grabs and frauds we are seeing in our political system, or the system generally. So we'll wait to see what he comes up with eventually, and whether he's going to have the guts to really step on the big toes in the country. That's number one. Number two, I think we need to appeal again to the Senate President, Senator Godswill, with all due respect. He is the leader of the Senate. He is supposed to be an independent arm of government. Democracy thrives on the principles of checks and balances. And that principle is enshrined majorly on the fact that we have a vibrant National Assembly. The upper chambers should function as true representatives of the people, and not as an appendage or an extension of the executive. And I think he needs to work with his people. We don't want a rancorous, chaotic Senate. That's not what we want. But we don't also want a rubber stamp assembly where everything goes, so far it's coming from the executive. We want a situation where things, because again, that is why we have these three levels of government. You know, the people that came up with the idea of having the executive, legislature, and the judiciary understands that you can't have a functional democracy without true checks and balances. But we don't seem to be seeing that now. And unfortunately, we are also seeing some level of vibrancy as to the opposition members of the Senate or even the House of Reps. I think they need to wake up and show that what people are invested in them in terms of their votes do not amount to a waste of time. They seem to have just sat down there, integrated into the system, and we are not getting too much or hearing too much from them as an opposition member of the 10th Assembly. And lastly, I'm begging on the government, Mr. Wiley, the Minister of Finance, and then the new CBN governor. Something has to be done. The Naira is on a free fall to the dollar, and that presents a lot of danger for us as a people. We are still an import-dependent nation, and we can't have this kind of free fall. 1,100 naira to a dollar smells doom for the nation if it's not quickly arrested.
Thank you very much, Fuad. Now it's time for us to open the phone lines and start to take your submission. 0913 6000 410. You have 2 minutes for your submission, so please make use of the 2 minutes that you have. Remember, no assault on anybody's personality. Let's take our first phone call. Hello. Hello, good morning.
Thank you, Lady Babalola Sage.
Good morning to you, Prince Wise.
How are you today?
Very well, thank you.
To see about the EFCC chairman being confirmed yesterday by the Senate. Yeah, fine, good. But where I'm going is this. They should set up special court. by the city or executive said the appeal to the National Assembly setting up the special court to try corruption cases. If EFCC or RTPC or the police, after 3 investigations, thoroughly investigation, the next stage is court of law. And when I get to the court, it's stuck. We are here, we know our problem in this country today, that our problem is corruption. The moment we think the monster called corruption, better for Nigeria. And this is one way, the better way to do it. Majority capital our Commonwealth. Look at the Accountant General the other time, they say about 90 billion taken away by a single man. And that's happening everywhere. We are hearing millions coming to our pocket, trillion coming to the pocket. I did use the money to better the lot of Nigeria. The answer is no. And what I want to see now is that more the court make more court rules, employ more judges, and have a special court that will try corruption cases. It won't dabble with the confessional cases, only corruption cases. About 10 of them, let them deal with corruption.
Thank you,
the case that we start between 1 or 2 years, we will know the termination of that case. That's what I'm talking about.
Thank you,
Prince Case, it's depending.
Thank you.
Babalola, let them do this. It's better the lot of Nigeria.
All right. Thank you very much. Hello, good morning. All right, let's take this message we have on Facebook. Good morning. Is appointment based on law exclusively?
Hello?
Do we have a call? Okay. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, John from Moga.
Welcome, sir. Please go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, I'm with you. Good morning.
Yes, good morning, Fuad. Good morning, Sunday.
Yes, morning.
Yes, with what Fuad have enumerated, you can see that, like I've been saying, it's not democracy now. The National Assembly members there doesn't seem to know how democracy should function or how it functions properly. The characteristics of the composition of democratic tenets, they don't know about it. It's not that maybe they don't want to, they do not know about it. Maybe, I don't know, this is not democracy anyway. You can see what is happening now, honestly. That is my take. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you very much for your participation. Let's go to Facebook very briefly. Olalekon Isaac says, good morning. Is appointment based on law exclusively or based on what direction the executive want to go with regards to the EFCC Senate clearance? Let us be careful the precedents that we are setting. Good morning. Emasco Smith says, good morning. Okay, good morning to you too. We are streaming live. We're on Facebook at Mainland 98.3 FM. So you can join us and send your contributions via that particular platform. Leave your messages on there and I'll read them as we go through. All right, we have another message here on WhatsApp. It says, good morning, Mainland FM. My open mic is on the palliatives of 25,000 naira promised to be shared. If I may ask, how can one borrow money for consumption? How would the money be repaid? They knew that what Nigerians needed from them is enabling environment, which even with this little amount, you can make ends meet. Because they truly understand that this is the only way they can easily embezzle money without any traces. Even though Nigerians have rejected the idea yet, they keep forcing it on us. Thank you very much. We're going to have to stop at this point. Please, brevity is very important if you want to send messages so that we can take as many contributions as possible. Hello, good morning. All right, we lost that phone call. Please try to call us back if you can. Like I said, we are live on Facebook at this particular time. All right, Awolo Christopher on WhatsApp says that my main take is on the DPO men caught in the ignominious web of corruption. It is detestable and unfortunate. However, without better welfare and most importantly, signing and implementation of the exit bill from obnoxious PENCOM, what is witnessed would be a child's play. The military, DSS, NIA, and not with PENCOM. Why the police? The National Assembly, by the confirmation of the EFCC chairman, has established itself as an extension of the presidency. To that extent, we do not need the National Assembly. That is what we have at this particular time. Let's see if we can take phone calls. Hello, good morning. Yes, good morning to you.
Yes, the other time I hear I'm hearing you, but you don't know I'm still on the line.
Oh, I apologize.
Okay. Yes, first of all, Fᴜᴜ, good morning. Let me just comment on something. Our leaders, Fᴜᴜ say whether they are even listening to, reading newspaper or listening to radio, they don't. If they listen, they must have adjust or amend themselves. We are just talking on radio. We are just, to us it's because we are affected. But let's leave that. On the issue of the EFCC of being autonomous, you understand? You see, dog does not eat dog. That's the problem with EFCC. When you get to where it's untouchable, I bet you nothing will happen. And that's what we have been experiencing in this, all along. So as far as EFCC is concerned, but the issue of EFCC and ICPC, I want forward to even, let us know their responsibility. ICPC and EFCC, to me, it's a duplication of authority. Then the issue of Alafio for being bribed. Everybody is exercising, it's authority. This is a chieftaincy title that's supposed to be on merit. You understand? EFCC is not calling them. I think your message should look into that. And then the police are being bribed. You see, I agree with her. Police, police go beyond remuneration. Police has to be, decent in character. It is not like that in those days. You understand? But nowadays, you see what is happening. With the police, if our police is sincere, in fact, there's going to be sanity all over, and there's not going to be corruption. But where are they? That is the problem.
Thank
then
you.
Sorry, Mr. Babalola, on the issue of Naira fall, I think it's a concern to the central bank governor. Is to do something urgently, because the Naira fall is increasing increasing the inflation, and the Nigerians are badly affected. We are seriously badly affected. Have a nice day. Thank you.
Have a better one. Thank you so very much for your call. We appreciate you. Please, I beg us to stick with the 2 minutes that have been allotted by caller. I do the best I can to take as many submissions as I can. Let's go back to taking phone calls. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Morning to you.
My name is Bumi calling from Mikola.
Nice to have you.
As we always say on this platform, it's not that we are not talking, it's not that we are not paying attention, but our leaders are not paying attention concerning what Paul said. Naira is falling every day. It doesn't concern them because they are still buying what they are buying. They are still seeing the money to spend. So they are not concerned about it. It's only the poor masses that is affected. So, and that's why we are the only one that is talking on the issue. And that is why, and I said something concerning the EFCC new EFCC chairman. I said something last time when I called. I said there is no law in this nation, because the law only comes in when they like, and the law is silenced when they don't like it. So when the constitution favors you, then the constitution is right. That's good for the constitution. But when the constitution is not favor you, that's a lacuna. So they walk away with another thing. So that is why this nation is in this position that we are. If the law can stand anywhere, and whosoever that is found guilty, whosoever, not some people, nobody is above the law, and that is how the law should function. Thank you. Good morning.
Thank you very much. Good morning. Let's see some of the WhatsApp messages that we have gotten so far. Remember, you can reach us via WhatsApp. You can also reach us via Facebook on Mainland 98.3 FM. All right, we have a WhatsApp message here. It says, "Good morning, Mainland crew. My name is Mr. Ndubuisi from Igondo. I want to talk on EFCC. The chairman said that he will start his job on National Assembly, and again, EFCC arrested traditional rulers in Oyo State. Does it mean that nobody has written petition against the past ministers in Buhari's government? Does it mean that nobody or group have written petition against NNPCL boss and his official? The president knew why he insisted that it must be Akpabio. We will see more rubber stamp National Assembly than what we saw at the 9th Assembly. May God help us." So they were not necessarily arrested, the kingmakers. They were called in for questioning. They're being investigated. So I wouldn't necessarily term it an arrest. But I absolutely understand the point that you're trying to get across, Mr. Ndubuisi. Thank you so very much. I just needed to put out that clarification. Another WhatsApp message here says, "If we were told that Buhari could rule Nigeria from any part of the world, it means Akeredolu can do the same. Bad precedent is bad. Free fall of Naira, government has no solution. Restructure and diversification are the only way out. 160 million SUV for each National Assembly is wicked, turning APC into some sort of party. Obi won 2023 presidential election, says Babachir Lawal. His claims may be true based on what INEC did. Senator Abo, who removed you, if not Akpabio, on ending killing by headsmen. I thought Tinubu would have stopped this within 2 months in office. The federal government should free Nnamdi Kanu to restore peace in Ala Igbo. This is a message from Chijoke. Chijoke, we appreciate your submission at this time. Let me take one more WhatsApp message and then we go back to answering the phones. We have here, they are asking us to tighten our belt. They are spending billions on exotic cars and payment of huge ungodly sums to a few individuals who said they were governors, etc. I pity any person believing the so-called IMF story about us being on the right path. They know we have a set of rulers who are looking for cheap monies to waste without accountability, so they rejoice in telling us those stories. When they succeed in pushing their selfish policies on third world countries, that is how they sound. The problem in the economy is bad beyond description. Steve from Ijaniki, we appreciate your submission. Let me go back to the phones. Hello. Hello. You're live. Hello.
Yes.
Okay. Good morning.
How are you?
Very well, thank you. Good morning.
Yeah, what up, my brother? What?
Fouad is fine. Thank you.
Okay. God bless all of you.
Amen.
On today's Barrister Peter Oku, I'm calling from Mainland.
Welcome, Barrister Peter.
Yeah. Can I say something about the situation in Gaza?
Yes, you can. It's Open Mic Thursday. Go ahead.
Okay. Yes. What I want to say about the situation in Gaza is that the injustice there in Gaza is not acceptable to people who desire justice, because the people of the situation in Gaza is not about religion. That is what people don't understand. They are thinking is Islam and Christianity. No, it's the seizure of the Palestinian land by the Jews, by Israel. And the Jews, Israel is made up of less than 1% of Christians. Most of Israel is Jews, and they are oppressing the Palestinians who own the land. You know, so anybody that loves justice must condemn what is happening in Israel. The Palestinians who are boxed into Gaza, they are over 2.something million. How can you box 2.something million into less than 2 kilometers square land? So we must condemn what America and Israel are doing to the Palestinians. You must condemn it, and you can't say you want to push away the politicians. I mean the Hamas from Gaza.
Thank you.
Why should you push them away from Gaza? That is the land. It is the land. It is injustice, and we must condemn America.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. Thank you. It's a war at this time, so there's a lot of factors to consider. A lot of people would say that Hamas launched the attack, although we can acknowledge that Israel has controlled Gaza for such a very long time, right? They have practically been the one giving food, giving water, giving electricity, and the Hamas group is a group that has actually been prescribed as a militant group who are the ones who stand against Israeli oppression, in manner of speaking. That's how they describe themselves. So they went into Israel, they launched an assault, they kidnapped people, and Israel is justifying the attack as they're trying to defend themselves. So this is a war situation, and there's a lot of factors to consider. Thank you so much. If you listen to Global View, we'll give you more information about the Israel-Hamas war. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Yes, morning.
This is Otangelina.
All right.
Madam Sage,
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised that in spite of the agitation by people concerning the EFCC candidate, I probably went ahead and confirmed it. That's why most of the members are plotting to remove it from there. Because he does not want anything that comes there to be debated upon. We were talking about Ahmed Lawan as a rubber stamp. Now we are still rubber stamp Pro Max. And that's what the guy is giving us. So me, I'm not looking at them. Now the EFCC matter that he has, that one is there. And he has confirmed this man now. So I know that if you rub my hand, I'll rub your back. So the man said, when you see the Akpabio file, you may just ignore it. And then continue to look at them like that. That's how they want Nigeria to be. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you very much, Dr. Kamgilina, for your call. We appreciate you. Let's see if we have messages on Facebook. We actually do have messages on Facebook. Issa Benjamin says, good morning, mainland crew. To me, the masses are left to their fate. Those elected to help the masses are on their own. The National Assembly, the NLC, the TUC, and the politicians, from the president to the councillors, are all on their own. They're fighting for their pocket. The masses are hungry. They are faced with insecurity, while politicians are talking of buying expensive cars for themselves. Where do we go from here? Benjamin from Shogunle, we appreciate you. Joshua Andova, also on Facebook, says, good morning. I'm Joshua from Oregon. I don't know if the papers are tired of reporting these fuel issues. As of yesterday, no fuel station was open from Alausa to Ojota, including the 2 NNPC stations. Please, what is happening? Secondly, we have been in support of democracy, as Mr. Fuad has always said, that the worst democracy is better than any form of democracy. I think you mean military takeover. So my question is this: the democracy that doesn't respect the rule of law is called what? When we all know this man is not qualified. Okay, we all know this man is not qualified to be the EFCC chairman, yet he has been confirmed and nothing will be done. So are we really practicing democracy? Thank you for your message. Basil Chika on Facebook says, Senator Elisha Abo backtracked from his allegations against Senator Akpabio. It cannot be taken serious after seeing such before from Senator Bukachua. Then Senator Akpabio's observation from the government attacking dog code named EFCC over arresting and intimidation before investigation. I disagree that the anti-graft agency queried him without them finding him culpable. Chika Bender from Trade First sent that message. Let me take one more Facebook message and then I'll go back to the phones. Chigioze Azo says, if we were told that Buhari could rule Nigeria from any part of the world. Okay, you sent this on WhatsApp already. Thank you very much. Let's go back to taking phone calls while I look through the messages we've gotten so far. Hello.
Good morning. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Good morning to you.
Yes, we thank God for another day. I'm happy you are back. Yesterday you were on research. I know what happened.
You're working on it.
Yes, my name is Sam. Today is free day. Am I correct?
Yes.
I think if you ask me, we have two major problems in this country. The first one is corruption, and the second one is dollarization. And I want to say categorically that until we ban the use of dollars in this country, we won't get anywhere. I expect a naira to be $1. But if you go to Ikoyi today, Victoria Island, Lekki, some houses are rented in dollars. Properties are bought in. You remember that towers that fell down in was it Ikoyi or so? You know, they bought those places in dollars. If you go to Abuja, the same thing. Some places are bought in dollars. Why will you be changing dollars into naira in Nigeria? The government should ban anything dollar. If they want to send you money from abroad, you just convert it, the CBN will convert it and you collect your cash. And if you want to buy anything abroad, you want to go and import things, you pay your naira, and when you go abroad, you convert it into the currency of the country that you are, and you buy whatever you want to buy. This corruption that we're talking about, I thought the NNPC told us that there was 1.4 billion fuel, and then you can see all the scarcity here and there. We just have people who don't tell us the truth. So the major problem we have in this country, they are just these two. That's why our what do you call it now? We don't have electricity. That's why the health sector is not working. That's why a bag of rice is now 60-something thousand. Even here, crashed a little bit down.
and all of that.
Thank
so
you.
in rounding up, I want to say categorically that the government, they should sit up if they want this country to be good.
Thank you so much.
Please do that.
Thank you. We appreciate you. Thank you. If you're just joining us, this is Mainland Focus on Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. My name is Sage Babalola. It's Open Mic Thursday, which means that you can call in. You have 2 minutes to talk to us about any story of your choosing, whether you want to refer to something that has happened in the past, whether you want to refer to the stories that we addressed this morning during Trends in the Papers, whether you want to give us an update on a developing story, you have the opportunity to do that. Only that you have 2 minutes to air your opinions. We have various methods through which you can communicate with us on the radio. All you have to do is call us 0913 6000 410. That's 0913 6000 413. You also have the option of sending us a WhatsApp message or a text message via the number 0913 6000 430. That's how you send us a text message or a WhatsApp message. We're also streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube. So go to Facebook, you can watch us live, and then you can also send a message via the chat option as provided on Facebook. Our Facebook handle is at Mainland 98.3 FM. These are the various methods through which you can join the show and contribute. It's Open Mic Thursday on Mainland 98.3 FM. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello.
Yes, morning to you.
Good morning, Madam Sage.
Good morning.
Yeah, we have a party. I'm calling from Songo.
Nice to have you.
Yes, thank you. I will first of all go along with Pastor Ambrose about the situation in the country. This dollarization is a major problem and corruption. And I think if the federal legislators don't want to do it, I think we can just try it at the state level. Lagos is the commercial capital of the country. We could force the state assembly to do their a new commercial law that will prohibit transaction in dollars by any company or individual in Lagos. We start from Lagos as a test case. We don't, although they say currency is an exclusive list, but we will not talk currency. We will just make it commercial law. We can initiate commercial law. Let Barrister Peter Ogo help us in this regard. Let us put a draft law into place. Let us approach the State House of Assembly and compel them to, first of all, ban it in Lagos. We have the right to under the commercial law, not currency law this time around. So commercial law will be the heading, so that they won't say we don't have jurisdiction. Secondly, the issue of Gaza and Israel. I want all of us to please stay away from that topic, because the problem of Arab asset on one station about 2 days back dated back to the time of King Saul of the Bible. It was the time of David and Goliath that came to the fore. Everybody. That time is about 4,000 years ago. Goliath and this David. Goliath was a Palestinian, while David was a Jew. So this fight has been on for thousands of years. So Africans have been the victim of that kind of killing and land grabbing. They say Israel was going to come and grab the land of Canaanites, who are the present Palestine.
Thank you.
Now, the Arab war, they've come to grab our land in Africa. In fact, they are the sponsor of.
Thank you very much. We appreciate you. Thank you. 0913 6000 410. All right. We have this message on Facebook. Obiora Ezechuku says, how can this country move forward when someone who was suspected with the former EFCC chairman was brought back through the back door? In short, what I see in this country makes me ill. Thank you very much, Obiora. Larry Bashir says, good morning, Sage. On the appointment of the EFCC chairman, I'm not expecting anything different from him. The antecedent of his employer is nothing to write home about. Until he probes and ensures his employer is arrested and jailed for atrocities he had committed in the past, I will not be taking him serious. All right, thank you very much. Let me do a little bit of WhatsApp, as we already have many messages on WhatsApp. We have here, Sage, I greet you exceptionally. I was told that the new EFCC chairman is a person of high integrity. I was also told that he returned checks totaling 150 million sent to him by some government officials when he went for his mother's burial. If this is true, then I must commend him. He said he would go after anyone found corrupt, no matter how highly placed. My question is, can he go after the Senate president and the likes who have been indicted for corruption? I doubt it. Some people are just too powerful in this country. Even if he wants to work, I will not be surprised if he's not allowed to work because some people are just too powerful in the country. Look at how the case against Senator Ifeanyi has been dropped barely 3 days he crossed over to the APC. My name is James Obuna from Oshodi. James, thank you so very much. We appreciate you for your contribution. We have another one here. Good morning, Fuad and Sage. I commented last week about Senate going to confirm Tinubu's nominee on EFCC. I told Sandra and Fuad that this present Senate is rubber stamp, and they said no, it's not confirmed yet, but I asked Fuad, is the Senate now confirmed to be a rubber stamp? Daniel from Egbeda. All right, thank you very much, Daniel, for your submission. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, morning to you.
Yeah, my name is Kolade from Ilupeju.
All right, Kolade, please go ahead.
Yeah, back on the topic on ground. First, I need to back up Mr. Books for what he said. Fine, it's okay. But there's other issues that I'm just thinking of. And
can you turn down the volume on your radio, please? You can't speak and hear yourself at the same time, please.
Okay.
All right, please, when you call, try to turn down the volume on your radio so we can have a good conversation.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, it's good
Can you
now.
hear me now?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay. So the issue of this corruption, it's everywhere in the country. And the issue is just that the government on their own part are the one causing this corruption to be high every time. When you see someone buying cars of 160 million, some people are out there without 1 square meal in a day. What do you now expect a layman to do? What?
Kaladi, thank you very much. We appreciate your call. Hello, good morning to you. All right, please make it back. 0913 6000 410 is the phone line. You have 2 minutes for your contribution. It's Open Mic Thursday, so you are not restricted to any of the stories that were reviewed during trends in the papers. Mainland FM,
hello.
Good morning.
Morning, Sage.
Yes, morning to you.
Thank you very much. My contribution this on Open Mic. Akpabio should wash his back because I don't think that he will head as a Senate president the way it's going on, because if this senator from Borno State, what is his name?
Ali Ndume.
The one that, yes, Ali Ndume is a very man that speaks his mind. Even though when Buhari was there the other day, he also spoke his mind again. The way they are treating the military that are fighting the insurgents, that they are not equipping them at all. So Ali Ndume is one of the Senate that always pour his mind. Akpabio should wash his back very well. Otherwise, both his APC and PDP Senate, they will work against it and they will remove it. It will just be like this one is running to Tinubu. It should just be take his time very well, because if this call to order is continually taking place in his own set tenure as a Senate president, before you know, they will work against it and they will remove it, and that should be the end of it, be the Senate spread, because they have not even given them the benefit of the democracy. Each time they always call him to order. He has been Senate once, he has been governor twice, he has been minister, so he will have know the rule and the regulation of the Senate, know that if somebody will not be calling him into order. For the issue of the Israel and Palestine, do you know what? One thing I think, that America, they are a very strong nation. They are supporting Ukraine. They are supporting Israel. I just pray that the end will come to this war, that both everybody will be at peace of his mind. One of the areas that Africa is lacking on vision, that we are not developing ourselves. meaning that we are looking onto those countries that have developed themselves for us to reason.
Thank you.
That's my contribution.
Thank you so very much. We appreciate you for calling. Let's keep the calls coming in and the messages coming in as well. I would be reading them as I get them. I'll take 2 more phone calls and then take a few WhatsApp messages, go to Facebook, and then continue the cycle like that. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, morning.
My name is Ʀᴏᴜ from Ikorodu.
All right, nice to have you.
I want to speak on the National Assembly. Because this present National Assembly seems not to understand their role or why they have been elected. Especially their president. The man doesn't seem to be very serious at all. Yes, he's so trivial. He handles very serious issues very trivially. Yes, and he jokes a lot. A lot of things he's supposed to do. Not all these, buying cars for themselves, sending prayers, this to that. Is that what he's been elected to do then? I don't understand, because that is why you see this government is like this. The National Assembly is not vibrant. They are not serious. They don't take their own oversight functions very serious. Then it has, it makes the government to do what? To look so uncoordinated. That's what we're facing here. The last election that have just ended now, there are a lot of lapses in that electoral law that's supposed to be amended. They want to concentrate themselves on that to review this present electoral act. You understand? Where now judges are now using as a kind of they are punching it with some level of technicalities, giving us people that the masses have not elected and they force them on us. And that's why we're having the problem we are facing here. They just overlook all those things. We don't even know what they are doing there. I can't even point out what National Assembly is doing presently. You understand? For the benefit of the masses. You understand? The president is there, their own president is there. Now they went and passed themselves to the president that there's nothing, the house is peaceful. I don't know. Are they there for themselves? That is there we're having a problem. And that's them and the judiciary. National Assembly and judiciary are a problem in this country. You understand? Judiciary presently as is being constituted, we have people, judges who are so corrupt. I tell you, who are so corrupt. They don't even know their duty. You understand? It's just cash and carry. Anybody who comes and offer give the best offer or the best bidder, they give you the judgment. You understand? That's why I see a lot of people who have some drug cases in their thing, some kind of shady characters. You see them, they become governors, become senators, become members of the House of, and all of that. That's not because you can buy a way through, from judiciary.
Thank you.
That's the kind of country we want to be to our own.
Thank you so very much. We appreciate you. We have a message on WhatsApp. It reads, "Good morning, Sage and Fuad. On present 10th National Assembly, I don't think they really understood why they're being sent to that chamber, and the Senate President is behaving funny. Honestly, he hasn't portrayed himself to be a worthy leader. On the fall of the Naira, it's very obvious that Mr. President's economic team is not worthy. If he continues like this, our economy will be in great jeopardy. If President Tinubu does not have a lot of ideas on running things anymore, let him resign honorably. Nigerians want to see things working in their country, and time is going. God will help us." Damilola from Alaba. Thank you very much, Damilola. Patrick Obiazo says, "The only projects being successfully executed by the Tinubu government for the masses of Nigeria since after May 29 are daily appointments. I hope these supporters are enjoying the dividends of the appointment projects." On Akpabio, he was okay. I'm sorry, I can't take the second half of your message, but I appreciate you for sending your messages. Thank you. Hello, good morning. 136,410 is, and of course on YouTube by sending your message to Mainland 98.3 FM on Facebook, and I'll be sure to read those messages as they come through. Let's go back to taking phone calls. Hello.
Hello, Madam. Next time that these people have been killing them.
No, the line didn't go off. You exhausted the 2 minutes that you had, so like you didn't. It wasn't like it disconnected you.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, morning to you.
All right, my name is Henry.
Nice to have you, Henry. From where?
Yes, call it from Asia.
All right.
Instead of the hardship of the nation. All right. The point is that Nigeria doesn't know that the point is that this current situation we are now, people should get ready. This was what we were trying to make them understand. Here we are today, they are all crying. They have not even seen anything because not bitching. Sorry to use that word because these are what goes. It's not a prayer, but that's what is going to happen.
because God has actually given Nigeria space for Jonathan to manage the situation, but God would listen. Let's see.
Okay, thank you. I barely understood half. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Yes, morning.
Oh, this is Charles calling from Nigeria.
We can barely hear you, sir. Can you please speak up a little bit?
Okay, this is Charles calling from Nigeria.
All right.
Okay. Now the small cellophane nylon of Semu. Now, they brought it to the chairman of that. And this landlord I'm talking about is landlord. Now, I'm not asked the person that is sharing this food. I'm not asking, where is this food coming from? He said it's from the local government. And I asked him, what is this? He said, palliatives, government palliatives. Now, I want to say something. When this Tinubu regime we are coming for this palliative, we were telling them that and other states in Nigeria. Imagine what these people are doing in this country. Now, and they don't know what to say, but Nigeria, we just have to wake up. It's time for us to wake up. Because this bridge...
We end taking phone calls and then you on your radio.
Go to advise Nigeria.
You didn't tell us your name.
Yesterday, where we are going, some people, some bosses, you see, religions, God owns the universe. God knows everybody. We're all God children. So you see, we should allow sleeping dog to lie. We should not carry Israel and Palestinian issue to Nigeria. Let us, be living peacefully. In our own boss, in Muslim. Look, we should desist from that. Let them. The spending of dollars in Lagos. It is true when you go to VSU. You see, you should not be standing. Our governor of Lagos, ʟᴏᴜ should wake up. One Igbo boy in a shop. Which is not called for. You see, and it should do what is necessary.
Thank you so very much. We appreciate you. That is our last call for the day. I really wish that you had followed about that issue. They clearly told us about how this is not a country or the other because they believe their religion is what is practiced in one country or whatnot. This is not a remove your hands from the operation of our state. That is what the issue is about. Gaza is practically asking for liberalization from Israel. That's what it is. A religion, trying to stand behind one country because they think it would affect the price of crude oil, and the fact that we're import dependent, it would affect our economy. So accurate information regarding this. Let's go to Facebook now. I read it. Dayo Dada says, good morning, Sage. Like I used to say, this government and their rubber stamp Senate musketeers came to enjoy and not to serve. They will tell you to tighten your belts, why their bellies are full, but you ride on bad road. Insecurity is still a problem. The bad economic policies, among other things, and now they want to share ₦1 trillion for themselves. Kayode Duro Dollar on Facebook says, good morning, wonderful people of mainland. I think opening of the borders will have positive effect on the subsidy here. Okay, you're talking about the Israel morning, Sage. How can this country move forward when someone who was suspected with the former EFCC chairman was brought back through the back door? In short, what I see in this country makes me sick. All right, Obiora Ezechukwu, thank you very much for your message. I'm going to have to draw the curtains on the show. This is why we are here. We're here to serve you. We're here to educate and inform you. We're going to go on another commercial break. The Morning Express continues at 9:45 a.m. We'll be back with Global View. This is where we talk about international stories and hopefully we address the Israel-Hamas war. We give you an update and also clear some of the misinformation that has clearly eroded the country. My name is Sage Babalola. This is Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. 9:45 a.m. We'll be back.
Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos.